It's your book bitch. I'm back. I'm actually reading books again. I've got time to. And I'm going to start doing reviews again. I'm going to have a little bit of a formula as to how I do the reviews. From now on, I'm going to do one either traditionally published or indie published paperback. And then I'm going to do one on my Kindle app. And I'm just going to kind of back and forth until I actually get my reading pile down to something a little bit more respectable and a little bit less scary. I have a lot of books to read. But today I'm going to be telling you about this one. A Blue So Dark by Holly Schindler. To be honest, it was very, very, very slow to get into. It took me a few days to actually get past about the 6th chapter, because there's not much that happens. There's a lot of exposition. But then from about 6th chapter up to about 25th maybe, it's really interesting. I had a really hard time putting it down, because there's a lot of stuff happening. Basically, the book is about a girl named Aura Ambrose. Her mom has schizophrenia, and her dad has kind of skipped out of their lives, leaving her as the primary caregiver for her mother, who is off her meds. And it kind of goes through the beginning and then the progression of one of her mom's schizophrenic episodes, which ends in a lot of really, really intense scenes. Trying not to spoil the book for y'all, but yeah, it honestly, up until about the 26th chapter, it's pretty good, and then the end is kind of campy. I've got to say, the end, it didn't feel right for the story, because the story was really intense, you know? Middle of the story, completely intense. I mean, I understand, the cool-off period after the climax in a story arc, but it was too campy. It was, honestly, the ending of this book was akin to Breaking Dawn was for the Twilight Saga. It didn't fit, and it wasn't really necessary. But yeah, overall, I have to say that it wasn't a bad book. I think I got it for like $3 at a half-price store, so money okay spent. I mean, it wasn't at least it wasn't one of my indie free books I get from Amazon. I'm going to actually hopefully be starting to do a new series on those, where I take like 5 or 6 of them that I attempt to read, and just gonna tell you why the hell I start reading stuff and then not finish it, because it happens a lot. I've got piles and piles of books. I mean, right now, I don't even know where my books are, but right now I've got, I think, one of them actually right here. Sorry, I do this completely unscripted, by the way. This one, I thought this was going to be really interesting because it's by Robert R. McCammon, and he wrote that Swan Song book I like. But I'm like 6 pages in, and it's not grabbing me. It's similar to what A Blue So Dark did at the beginning. So I'm going to continue it, but that's not going to be the next book bitch review. Hopefully, let me pull it up here quick. Hopefully our next review, which should be sometime next week, I think. Oh, okay. Anyway, hopefully the first new indie review will be, I don't know, My Blood Approves by Amanda Hocking. Sound interesting to you guys? I've read it already, but I can reread it in a few minutes. And I mean, it kind of fits the theme of this channel, to be honest. But yeah, anyway, if you've got a book you'd like to suggest, a book you'd really like to see torn apart, or a book you'd really like to see, me go, oh my god, that was the best book ever. Seriously, go ahead and tell me in the doobly-doo. And yeah, pretty much. whatever. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm at ScreenDucat. That'll be down there. And you can find me on Tumblr. I'm WeirdM. It's just weird and then add em.tumblr.com. So yeah, see you guys. Subscribe, like, comment, do all that stuff if you want. I don't really care.